Hey guys, I'm back with another book review, and today I want to talk about the classic Gothic novel Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I mean, if I had to describe this book in one word, it would be magnificent. This book is amazing. I first read this a few months back, but I knew I had to reread it because um, it's spooky season, Halloween. Yeah, I just finished rereading this, and I have to say this is a beautiful book and equally tragic. If you have any passion for the English language, you must read Frankenstein at least once in your lifetime. Um, it's incredible to learn that Mary Shelley wrote this book at the young age of 18, and to discover that such a young person could write something so deep and dark and tragic just blows my mind. It could be part of the reason that it could be is that Mary Shelley herself had a tragic past where she lost three of her children in in miscarriages. Only her last son remained, survived till adulthood, and the sadness of this reflects in her writing. Well, nevertheless, the gloom doesn't overshadow the beauty in the book, at least not for the reader, because believe me when I say this, this book can make you fall in love with literature. It's beautiful. The way it's written, the way the European countryside and nature is described, it's just mesmerizing. And although it could be a little gloomy, like the subject matter is a little dark, but it's amazing. Fun fact, which I saw in a YouTube video about this book, uh, Shelley wrote this book as a challenge, which was given to her by Lord Byron, who was a friend of Percy Bysshe Shelley and who was the husband of Mary Shelley. The challenge was to write the most scariest horror story when they went into confinement because of some storm that was apparent in the European countryside. I think it's an excellent commentary on our perception of beauty and how we define it, which is pretty relevant in our modern world. To give you a little taste, let me just read you a paragraph from it. Soon a gentle light stole over the heavens and gave me a sensation of pleasure. I started up and beheld a radiant form rise from among the trees. I gazed with a kind of wonder. It moved slowly, but it enlightened my path, and I again went out in search of berries. I was still cold when under one of the trees I found a huge cloak, with which I covered myself, and sat down upon the ground. No distinct ideas occupied my mind. All was confused. I felt light and hunger and thirst and darkness. Innumerable sounds rang in my ears, and on all sides various scents saluted me. The only object that I could distinguish was the bright moon, and I fixed my eyes on that with pleasure. Frankenstein is revered to be one of the earliest works of science fiction, though at its core, this book is about grief and loss. This is a tale of Victor Frankenstein and his bizarre experience when he tries to. It warns us about the repercussions of science taken too far, how man's morality can crumble the blindness of megalomania, our skewed perception of beauty, and it is us humans who are the real monsters of this world, really. Um, and that's about it. This is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Let me know if you have read it or you want to read it in the comments. And until next time.